Oh, great, we're going to fucking hell.
And it burns, burns, burns.
Well, it's implied that it does by the sparks coming out of the bottom of the screen.
In
And only
Dante's
slight-
Inferno, the center of hell is actually cold, and Satan's in a pile of ice. Because, as well as, like, all of the people that Dante hated, because Dante's an asshole.
Only slightly less grimy than the New York subway system.
Now, I do like the aesthetic of hell, but I will say that one thing that Doom 2016 does not retain from the original is how colorful the original was. We've got a pretty bleak environment here.
Oh, it's almost like we're in hell. Is the
Yeah,
rest
I
of the
know.
game in hell, or the majority of the
No.
rest of the game?
Nope.
Nope.
We
Oh,
were in
okay.
hell. We were in hell for a lot of the original games too.
I think there are only two. I think there are only 2 missions in hell.
Oh, okay. I thought that more of the game was going to be in hell. Oh,
Nope.
alright. That's
Well, I'm
interesting.
glad that there are only 2 missions in hell, because games that are too orange are kind of a turn off for me. I don't know what it is about.
Hey, yeah, you like Naruto.
Naruto has greens more than it has oranges. Okay,
It's a joke.
I know. I like Naruto for its dumb, fun aspects, and some of the characters are really nice. It's got a really cool setting. But
Yeah, it's not for that orange jumpsuit. Believe it. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's not for the.
I'll
orange.
take out.
You're
I'll
not,
quit
you're
it
not
with.
sorry.
I'll quit it with my jokes from 2008. Now, okay.
It's not for the orange jumpsuit. Like I'll give the orange jumpsuit some slack because it's not as important when your ninjas can literally transform into objects, not just other people, but objects. But
And sexy
Yeah,
lady
kind of
versions
get some
of
slack.
themselves
The,
as
the, the
slapstick.
kid with the orange key can transform into an orange.
he can if he likes, I suppose.
It's a perfect disguise. No one will expect it.
I mean, one of the earliest battles is ended by Naruto transforming into a shuriken, and the enemy dodges him. He transforms
Okay,
back. And throws
are they
a natural-
ninjas or are they the Wonder Twins?
Or is the soul eater?
It makes more sense in context, and it's a cool moment, and I wish Naruto did this kind of stuff more often, especially later in the series. He turns into a giant shuriken, and Zabuza dodges him, brags about dodging him, but then as he's flying through the air behind Zabuza, he turns back into a human and throws another shuriken at him from behind and forces him to move his arms so that they can free Kakashi. It was an honestly really clever moment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've only. I think I've mentioned this every time Naruto comes up. I've only watched the first arc. Does Naruto avoid the thing that some shonens do, where only the main character is important or can do things?
It has massive power creep later on.
Yeah, but is Sasuke not Sasuke? Is Naruto the only one who can contribute to a fight, or do the other
It's
people?
Honestly-
Naruto and Sasuke, and that's more or less it. Towards the
Honestly,
end.
that's not as true as it is in other series.
Not as bad as other series, but it's pretty noticeable
Yeah,
once we get towards the end.
it's mostly noticeable because Sakura is such a waste of space. Like she barely does anything until outside of her one really cool fight with the puppet guy.
Okay, because that's my big pet peeve in all shonen stuff. Actually, is it's just like you've got the main character, and then nobody, and then you've
Yeah.
got all these side characters who have really cool powers, but you
I
never
mean,
see them because you only see
the main reason
character do
Naruto avoids
anything.
it is because it spends a lot of time away from the main character telling stories about what other characters are doing at a given time. So,
Not gonna lie, it looked like he just shoved them in order to get the glory kill.
yeah. Okay.
Well, not in the ass.
I was gonna say, like, how did you end up with your back to me? I'm pretty sure physics wouldn't work like that.
And we're in hell. Physics works differently.
Like how the switches.
You know it's dark and edgy here when the switches are skulls.
They're switches that you push in, but how do you turn them off? Like,
Pull them out.
it really doesn't look
You-
convenient at all. Who
Put your fingers in the eye sockets and yank it out.
who built these things? Who's the asshole
Demons.
who designed them like this?
Satan? Question mark.
Maybe. Oh fuck yeah, Yellow Skull. I love the Phantom.
I remember seeing this particular area of the game a lot too in the Total Biscuit video that made me decide to get this game. Like this,
But what does Pro Jared think?
I don't know. I haven't watched anything he did on review.
What does Johnny think? What's his review on Johnny versus?
I
Oh
d-
wait,
I d-
you've
I
never
didn't
gone this
review
game.
No.
It's almost
So
like
that means you have to watch us to hear what Johnny thinks about the game. Ah,
It's just like, if you want to know half my views on, more like 3/4 of my views on first-person shooters, you just have to watch Total Biscuit because it's one area on which he and I agree almost completely. Almost completely. I've got a few other ideas about things, but eh. Okay.
ooh,
I just
glowy
realized
thing.
that I just realized that I gave our viewers like a reason not to watch any videos I make on the subject. I was like, that might be a tactical error on my part. Don't watch anything I make about first-person shooters. Watch this other guy with a massively higher subscription count.
I like how the text of the voice is still going on, but we're so far away from the thing that he activated, we can't hear him anymore.
We're ad-libbing in the rest of what he says.
Doom guy.
Dirty,
is-
dirty, dirty, dirty. I'm a demon. I'm stupid. I'm nowhere near as good as that Doom guy.
Hey, at least you're allowed to walk.
Hey
away from
man,
the
I
story
don't
in this
sound
game.
like that. All right, come on, Doom guy, knock it off.
At least you're allowed to walk away from the story in this game most of the time. But yeah.
I mean, the demonic voice guy who exposits from the demon stuff is basically just Black Doom in terms of voice.
Yeah, but you know, it's good that the game lets you like, get a move on, because you know, in a game like this, you're gonna be playing missions multiple times. Being stuck in a lore room for no apparent reason, just listening to dialogue, is the kind of stuff that vexes speedrunners around the world. You know.
Oh, the speedrun of this game is really weird. It has to be done PC, and basically they
Dude,
overclock it so it's always at 200 frames per second.
You see, that's the kind of thing that I don't like about, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where some speedruns allow turbo controllers and some don't. It's like the only way that you'd be able to speedrun this game is if you have a good enough PC to do it. So I don't know how I
yeah.
feel about
Does
that.
the speedrun require such frame-perfect stuff that it needs to be 200 frames
Well,
per second?
no, because the game does weird things when it's at that frames per second. It's trying to interact with objects.
Oh, so it's a glitch speedrun. In other
Yeah,
words, the exact
basically.
kind of speedrun I don't care for. Great.
Well, some glitch speedruns are really, really funny for the glitches
Yeah.
themselves, as opposed to, like, personally, I find speedruns, like, I find non-glitch speedruns to be more impressive, unless if
I
they
find
specify
them-
this glitch is, like, super
I
double
find them-
ultra frame perfect.
I
or
find
whatever.
those speedruns more interesting myself because this is mastery within the rules the game sets out for you, and not an attempt to break the game in two so that you can get a better time.
Yeah, like Pokemon Red and Blue's warp to the end of the game thing just isn't this really a speedrun.
Right. It's that's the thing. It's technically interesting, but visually dull.
Yeah.
You know, because it just looks like I'm just walking out my front
Well,
door.
it's not
Hall of
just
Fame.
visuals that bug me about it, though. I also have the issue where, you know, when I watch someone play a game, I want to see them play the game, like play the game and do
Right.
things
So you
with
do
the game.
you'll watch glitchless runs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I personally find the glitches really interesting. Like, for example, in a game like Paper Mario, where they go for the fastest way to play through the game is to go to a later chapter and then backtrack to earlier ones and do earlier ones after later ones.
Now-
and then wrong characters and cutscenes are playing, and that's funny.
Flavio
Flavio's all-
Adventure.
yeah,
Now,
basically.
that just now was a Doom thing through and through. You just step on a teleporter and jump cut to another location.
Yep.
That is
Teleportation, yeah.
like, I'm pretty
Scooby-Doo up.
sure that's the first level of episode 2 in the original Doom, where it's a teleport maze.
Come on down here, you stupid demons.
No, I don't wanna.
But I have to kill you.
I keep instinctively want to keep calling these things. I think what the AVGN classified them as caca demons.
Yeah, Cacodemons.
But they're caco demons
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah, the caca demons.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
call them
it's shit.
beholders. It's what they are.
it's called Satine. I'm called Satine.
I mean, what are they originally from, like D&D?
Yeah, they're
What
giant
is it?
eyeball monsters. They're actually like one of the strongest enemies in the game. Like, if you're fighting a beholder, you're pretty tough. Like, because they can cast the kind of spells that like don't only kill you, but like rip your mind out of your soul and
Which
other
is
stuff.
more of a problem to fight, the big ass dragons or the beholders?
It depends on the type of dragon. Like, that's actually something about newer
Oh yeah, I know
versions of.
I know D&D has various kinds of dragons. Let's assume a standard vanilla fire-breathing dragon.
I think that's like a red dragon. The thing is that this is, I think, something that was added in later editions, but they added like different types of dragons. So you've got like baby
gold
dragons,
right?
like not even like each type of dragon has different age rankings, so that they can put dragons earlier in playthroughs. So people are like, oh man, I killed a dragon. It was a baby and like could barely think, but it's technically a dragon. Oh, I'm so cool. So like an adult dragon, no matter what kind, is like something that you probably shouldn't be fighting until you're at least 10th level, which in D&D is
let's
really high.
Simplify this: adult red dragon or beholder.
I don't remember. They're both really hard. I would say I think that the weakest dragons in adult form are still weaker than a beholder, but I think the higher up adult dragons are stronger. They're big deals.
I asked what I thought was going to be a simple question with a simple answer, and got this whole monologue. It's fascinating.
Yeah. I wish I had people to play with. I miss. You see, that's what I hear from everybody. Is it's just like I'd play D&D if there were people around me who would want.
Hey, I've got the whole complement of rulebooks for 5th edition and Vampire the Masquerade, and I can't play with any of those with anyone either. So
I've got like 6 Pathfinder books sitting here, and they're sitting lovingly unused on my shelf.
I basically bought Vampire the Masquerade expecting that it would never serve any function but additional lore for the Vampire the Masquerade video game.
Well, fuck that guy.
In Soviet Russia, player jump scares you.
I am the Doom guy after all.
So killing guys gives you more time for reaching the altar in this. Okay.
In this instance,
Yeah, essentially Gamma from Sonic Adventure.
Kinda, yeah.
This is the wrong room. Well, since I'm here.
This is the wrong hell.
Don't care about hell. That's right. It's there and finished.
Yay.
That one's surprisingly hard.
And so you get a different reward for each one that you clear? Okay.
Wait, you get a glory kill speed enhancement? What is it? Fast forward the animation?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Interesting. But
Yeah,
Essentially, you just point at the thing and it says you're already dead.
But doesn't that shorten your invincibility frame time?
Yeah, it does. I mean, all the rune trials, they give you basically passive abilities.
Can you opt not to equip them?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Do you have like a limit on how many you can have equipped at a given time? Or can you equip as many as you want at once? For the runes specifically.
You basically have slots that you earn for completing more rune trials, so you kind of have to pick and choose depending on what you want.
Oh, okay. So you can't just equip everything then. All right.
No. The max you can have going on at any one time is 3.
Okay. What's the best one?
One will be getting later. Kind of depends on skill, but you'll have infinite ammo if you're at max armor.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's...
So I'll be using that later, but it's like the last one you get.
Okay, I'm guessing that's really good for the weapons that have like no...
yeah, like the chain gun and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Since we just walked by a gas canister, though, and Ryan doesn't seem to be using it all that much, might as well extrapolate on what the chainsaw does for Ted here, who doesn't know this game.
Oh,
it
gives you more health when you kill people, right?
Yeah,
I know stuff. Yeah, awesome.
No, it gives you more ammo.
Oh, okay.
It gives you basically a fucklot of ammo every time you use it, which is new to this game. Good timing. Yeah.
Totally planned that.
The chainsaw used to be a no ammo melee weapon. It was just something that you can melee enemies with and do a decent amount of damage, which was an okay weapon to have in Classic Doom because you were always at mid-range, so you could pop out the chainsaw and do a bit of damage that way. You'd have to be smart about when and where you use it.
Chain gun.
Another Classic Doom staple.
This, you said in the first Doom game, this uses your handgun ammo?
Also, hi, Commander Keen.
Yeah, basically... Oh.
Hi, Commander Keen. Bye, Commander Keen.
You didn't give him a little fist bump or anything?
He has no fist to bump.
Bump his head.
That's not a fist bump then.
That's a head bump.
Oh, okay.
In
I
any
mean, there's,
case,
I mean, since he's only hit, there's nothing we can do together.
in any
We
case,
can't boost our way to make it through.
in any case, yeah, the chain gun used the same ammo as the handgun because they were just bullets or shells, whatever. So it was more like you had ammo types and different weapons could share them. There was no explanation for how you got those last few bullets out of your handgun and into the chain gun magically, but you know, who cares?
Whatever.
I think the demon heads are also a classic Doom enemy. Although
They're also quite loud.
enemies
Yeah.
didn't move fast enough to rush you like that in classic Doom. I mean, I'm pretty sure everything moved at like 2 frames per second.
Look at all the animated gifs trying to kill me.
I guess it depends on your.
That's what it felt like.
on
Yeah.
on your specs. Well, we're really lucky that our fellow Marines
Well, I
also
mean,
went to hell and died.
Not necessarily your specs, the...
Don't.
Ooh. Ew. Not necessarily your...
Yeah, I technically reached the checkpoint because I technically got a checkpoint because I got the guy, but I died, so it's somebody back there. Weird.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's that far back, so whatever. It's not like you have to see it either.